my beautiful spiritual family. I am KK, the intuitive Gemini Empress. I'm here today to do a monthly reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It can also be for Mercury, Mars, Jupiter as well. I already pre-shuffled the cards. I already said my little prayer that I always say. So I just wanted to make sure, I was guided this time for these readings to make sure to tell you guys that you can change the outcome of any reading. And granted, these readings are general, and the people that it resonates the most for, those messages were for those people. But if the messages are, you may find that the message may seem a little negative, or maybe had a negative outcome. If you don't take heed to the messages, so if you're given a message and it's telling you to do something specific and you don't do what it's telling you to do, the outcome may be a little differently anyway. Okay, so and that can go either way. It may start off a little negative. It's warning you, like by you having faith, by you going inward and focusing on self-healing and things like that. It'll be a positive outcome. And if you don't do what it's telling you to do, of course, the outcome will be different. So just again, I just want to make sure to say that you are in control of your own destiny. All right. All right. Let's get started, guys. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, give me any messages for the sign of Aquarius for the month of March. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, give me any messages for the sign of Aquarius for the month of March. Any messages for the sign of Aquarius for the month of March. So I have a bum shoulder, I have a torn rotator cuff, so I am right-handed, but because I don't have a lot of range of motion with my arm, you'll see that, even if I'm moving my hand, I'm not doing too much with my arm, I'm doing everything with my left, and because I'm right-handed and my left is not my dominant, it may take me a little longer to get things done, so I'm actually waiting until 3 cards drop. Well, I'm waiting for more cards to drop before I pick them up. Okay, so just to let you make sure you understand why I'm doing it that way. Your first card down was the King of Cups. King of Cups is Scorpio energy. Next, you have the 8 of Pentacles. That is Earth energy. And next card down was 6 of Wands, which is Fire energy. First, for the second week, you got the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. Next, you got the Lover's card, which is Gemini energy. And next, you got the World card. Wow, got a really positive second week of March here. There's a lot of birds around my house. So they're getting my attention. I'm not going to take the big pile of cards. I'll take the card that fell first, though. All right. We got the Three of Wands, fire energy. Next is the Two of Swords, air energy. And got the Nine of Swords in reverse, air energy. Sorry. I'm a lip biter. Okay. So you see me biting inside of my lip. All right. Sorry. All right. Your first card down was the Ace of Cups. This is for the 4th week of March. Your next card down is Everything is Fine, which is the card after the 10 of Swords. This is air energy. And then the Hermit card, which is Virgo energy. All right, let's get to it. All right. The first card down for the first week of March is the King of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. In this energy, you're very, your emotions are very stable, Aquarius. You are finally at a point where you know what it is that you want with regarding your emotions. And you're feeling a lot more stable. And it may not necessarily be love. I mean, it could be for you that you know exactly what it is that you want in love. But it doesn't necessarily have to be in love. You're just feeling very stable emotionally because you know what it is that you want. Okay. It could just be that you finally made a decision about what you want and you feel very secure with the decision that you've made regarding your emotions. Okay. Next, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is Earth energy. Earth energy is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The Eight of Pentacles is indicative of working hard. Okay, so you may have been working very hard, or you know, the first week of March you may be working very hard, but that hard work is what brings us to your next card, the Six of Wands, fire energy, which is indicative of victory. Fire energy is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But your hard work is going to bring you victory. Okay. So whether you're working hard for someone else or working hard for yourself, there will be victory for you. Okay. Next we have the Chariot. Chariot card is Cancer energy. This is indicative of moving forward. Moving forward. It could also mean that you are looking to buy a new car. The cards around it are very positive. When it's a negative card around it, it may be indicative of car trouble, but I don't see that for you. So you are just in a good place. Of course, in short, you're in a good place. You're ready to move forward. Whether you're ready to move forward, I actually believe you're ready to move forward in love. And I just say that because your next card is the Lover's card. This is Gemini energy. This is a divine connection. So this is a soulmate connection. You two were divinely guided to be together. Okay, this was divine guidance that brought you two together. This is definitely soulmate energy, but I don't feel the need to say it. Usually when I get that card, I still like to tell people soulmates doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in a relationship with them. But this feels more like such a soulful connection, like when you two are in one another's presence, both of you feel the connection, okay? So this is definitely soulmate energy. So unfortunately, even if this is a business finance reading for you, it's going to be a divine connection and it's more soulmate energy. So you guys may start off as being like work partners or working together, but both of you guys feel this connection in this friendship, work partnership, whatever. And I think it's going to end up turning into something more if this is a business finance reading. Not relationship, reading for you is going to end up turning into something more than that, okay? With the World card as your next ending the second week, with the World card, this is indicative of a cycle finally coming to an end. This is a completion of a cycle. So you may have been in this vicious cycle for some time where okay, so this is like the example I like to give when people get the World card. So you have been, this is like when you were a kid, okay? It may have been something that you really like to play with or something that you would climb to go get. It wasn't something you were supposed to be playing with. So every time you try, your mom will discipline you. So you might get smacked in your hand or like, no, you don't do that. You know, that's bad. That is a grown-up something, okay? I used to have these little figurines. So for me, it was my little figurines. My kids always wanted to play with it. They thought it was like one of their little dolls. I had daughters. They always wanted to play with my figurines like it was a doll, and it's not a doll, okay? So stop playing with it. So anyway, so no matter what, you would try to do it again. So you would wait till maybe your mom was out of the room and you would try it again. So again, you would get caught with your hand smacked. Maybe one time you actually were successful and got it, you started playing with it, but you still got in trouble for playing with it, okay? So in this cycle with the World card, this is indicating to me that you kept doing something and you weren't learning your lesson. So you continued the behavior. So you were on like this vicious cycle going all the way around, right? And no matter what, the end result was you got your hand smacked. The universe is who's smacking your hand though in life, right? The universe is trying to teach you a lesson, but you're not getting it. So you keep doing the same behavior and the universe keeps smacking your hand, trying to tell you, you should have learned the lesson. Okay, so I'm going to smack your hand again. Then you go through it again. And, you had to go through it a few times. You are finally learning your lesson. All right, you have learned your lesson. So you're coming out of this cycle. This cycle is completed. Congratulations. That's huge, right? That's a good thing. So now the universe doesn't have to smack your hand anymore. So if you found yourself asking the universe, or maybe when you listen to the readings, it's always telling you the same exact message, and you're like, why do you keep telling me the same thing over and over again? You already said that. I'm just not understanding why does this continue to happen, and why it's because you weren't learning your lesson. But now you've learned your lesson, right? Next, we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This could be you turning your back on something, but it could also be that you're just patiently waiting for your ships to come in. Maybe you're turning your back on it so you can wait for your ships to come in. Okay? But like I said, it's a completion of a cycle. So you're tired of something. Something is done. You learned your lesson and you're ready to move on. And you just have to wait for your ships to come in. They're coming though. Just be patient. It's happening. Next, we have the Two of Swords. Now, this Two of Swords can be indicative of either blind trust. So trusting somebody to the point, I mean, you're sitting pretty close to the water and trusting that nobody is ever going to walk by and, get a little too close and knock you into that water, So it could be blind trust. It could also be that you are blocking your heart. You're protecting your heart. Which is not always a bad thing to do, but if it's somebody, this is falling right underneath your, the Lover's card. So I honestly believe that it might be blind trust. You may be trusting somebody because you believe that it is a soul connection. And because it's a soul connection, it's okay for you to be trusting of the person. I would say pray about that though, because really trust the universe, trust the guidance that you're given, trust your, trust divine, trust God. People, I don't know if I would be telling you to trust somebody to the point where it's blind trust, okay? But it's not necessary to block your heart anymore. I think you had been blocking your heart, but you can unblock your heart. It's not necessary to continue to protect your heart the way you were, because this is a divine connection. You guys are supposed to be together. It's your soulmate. Next, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Swords is air energy, which is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Now, upright, this is just indicative of being worried, sick, where you can't even sleep at night. So in the reverse, you have no worries. You have nothing to worry about. Everything that you were worried about before is no longer worrying you. You're sleeping better. Everything is better. Okay? Everything is better for you. So you can stop protecting your heart. The cycle has come to a close. You should be in a happier place. And that's the third week of March, right? Where you're in a good place. You're in a really good place. You're patiently waiting for your ships to come in. It's no longer necessary for you to block your heart. Protect your heart. And then it's also the worry is gone. Whatever it was that you were worried about is no longer worrying you at the third week of March. In the fourth week of March, we have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is indicative of, it's water. It's water energy. So that is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is indicative of an offer coming out of the blue, maybe unexpected. And this is an offer of love. Now, if this is a business finance reading for you and it's not love, then this could just be that an offer comes in that makes you emotionally happy. It's emotionally filling for you, okay? This card speaks for itself. Everything is fine. Everything is going to be fine. Everything is okay. Don't worry. You've been super stressed out, but don't stress anymore. Everything is going to be okay. All right. You are no longer in that energy. You see the clouds are opening up. You see the light is starting to shine through. So if you've had sleepless nights, that's going to come to an end. All right. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. And at the end of the month, it's telling you, it's advising you, this is the Hermit is Virgo energy. And this is basically telling you to go inward, to self-reflect, to do some self-healing. Okay. If you have gotten away from maybe your faith or your spirituality, you may be going inward so you can spend some time focusing on learning more about spiritual healing or spiritual guidance. You may be looking at just like studying, doing some research. So you may be looking at like crystals or natural ways of healing, whether it's spiritual or mentally or emotionally, but healing, but natural ways to do so, like, you know, maybe burning something, getting crystals or things to that nature. Okay. This is a great reading, guys. You guys had a really good reading. You guys come a long way, and I'm glad you guys are finally arrived. Okay. You got a lot of happiness this month. And your worries are over. So it's going to be a great month for you. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. So this was your monthly reading. I will see you guys again in 2 weeks for your bi-weekly reading. Remember to like, share, subscribe. If you are my most viewed and or my most liked video, then I will post an additional reading for you. And I usually do that around the week time frame. So this is your monthly reading, so before your bi-weekly reading, so it will be like next weekend, I will post a weekly reading for you guys if you guys want. Okay, I've noticed that as I've been doing that, though, there aren't many people viewing those readings. So if I'm not getting views, I'm gonna stop doing it because I'm taking my time to do it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed your readings. I definitely get lots of views for my monthly and bi-weekly readings, so those will not stop. I appreciate you guys so much, and I truly love the fact that you guys are coming to me for guidance. Of course, if you guys need anything before your bi-weekly reading, you can contact me with the information below. My email. And even if it's not that you want a personal reading, it's fine, guys. I am ordained. I do spiritual counseling, and you know, I give spiritual guidance when needed. Okay, so you just let me know what it is that you need, and I'm going to help you get through it. All right. Other than that, I think that's it. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks. I love you guys so much. Love and light. Bye.